Good morning, everybody. I am working on a really pretty quilt. Let me show you the pattern here. The name of the pattern is called Windrifter by Robin Pickens. And I made all of my big pieces last night, the big arrows that go into it. But now I have to make 104 half square triangles to make a bunch of flying geese. So you start with 52 pieces of your main fabric and 52 pieces of your background. And to make, excuse me, each one will make 2 half square triangles. So I just want to show you my trick for the problem that I have when I do half square triangles, and most of you may have the same problem, is sometimes you'll read in the instructions it says do a scant 1/4 of an inch. Doing a scant 1/4 of an inch is hard. If you do an actual 1/4 of an inch, you lose some of the width of your fabric. And if it tells you, and I don't know if this pattern does, I haven't looked that far ahead yet, but sometimes it does. If it tells you after you make your half square triangles to trim them down to a certain size, sometimes they're already smaller than the size you need them to be. And a lot of it has to do with not getting that scant 1/4 inch and doing an actual 1/4 inch, because whatever the width of your thread is, you lose that much space in your finished piece, and it can make it difficult to get them the actual size you need. So since I have a hard time judging a scant 1/4 of an inch, the outside of my foot here is a 1/4 of an inch. So I'm actually going to sew with my line. You're supposed to sew a 1/4 of an inch outside the line. I've already done one side, but instead of sewing beside the line, and I apologize if my phone is kind of wobbly, I'll try to steady it here. I'm actually putting that line down the middle of my foot, and I'm hoping that's going to give me my good scant 1/4 of an inch when I do it that way. So it's smaller than a 1/4 of an inch, which is what I want, because it'll make my piece a little bit bigger, and hopefully if I have to trim it down, it will be the size I need. And if it ends up being larger than what I need, that's fine, I can trim it down. The goal is to not be smaller than what you need. You can always trim away if it's too big. You can't put it back if it's too small. So anyway, I just wanted to share that little tip for anybody who struggles trying to find that scant 1/4 of an inch, because the scant is supposed to be making up for the width of your thread, which takes away from the size of your finished piece. So hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.